Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Today I'm smoking my Bari. I think it's a 923. Bari 923. These Bari pipes are incredible pipes. Their stems are so thin. I just love these pipes. Especially these ones with the more oval shaped stems, shanks. These stems are just thin. In it, I'm smoking Mac Baren Vanilla Cream from June of 2021. I just opened this up. This was a gift from Charlie Knott, or as I call him, Charlie Gams, because he was running around here with his little shorty shorts, showing off his legs to everybody. Yeah, Betty Grable got nothing on Charlie, man. But Charlie Knott gave that to me. And I have not smoked vanilla cream from Mac Baren in probably 4 or 5 years now. And it was one of my all-time favorite tobaccos, and I don't know why I have not got any recently. I'm going to be getting some more. I love this stuff. This is the loose cut here. It's aged Virginia tobaccos and a modern Mac Baren Black Cavendish, then blended with an exceptional vanilla flavor. And it is an exceptional vanilla flavor. That's really good stuff. So I wanted to do a video here. I've had a viewer email me, and they asked me what I carry in my pockets when I'm smoking a pipe. So I'm going to show you everything I got in my pockets today, with the exception of my wallet. I could even show you that. It's a little wallet here that one of Sadie's friends makes. Toddy Wally, TODDYWOLLY.com, makes these wallets, and they are amazing. Your cards just pop out, money pops up, and when you're done, just push them back down, pull the rubber band over, and they are just thin as can be. I just love this wallet. I've had this one for probably almost a year, I guess now. Thing is still holding up incredibly well. It's made out of plastic covered cardboard, thin cardboard, and got rivets in it with some elastic band. It's quite the invention he came up with, and I love this thing. I keep telling her to order me 2 more, but she hasn't done it. But so what else do I carry in my... I always have a pocket knife, and lately, since I've got this one, Piper Dave sent me this one. This is my everyday carry right now. This is my Benchmade Osborne, and it's an automatic knife. And man, I love this thing. This thing is just dynamite. So I carry that. Since 1992, I have carried a 1922 silver piece dollar in my pocket. And I tend to, let me turn that over. I tend to rub on this. This was in perfect condition when I got it 32 years ago. And I have pretty much rubbed the wings, the feathers off of the wings on this thing. I'll hold this, and just when I get nervous or something, or I'm just fidgety. I used to do this at work a lot. Some guys had those fidget. This was my original fidget spinner. And I just would rub the eagle. That eagle for some reason and I would just rub on that eagle. I just hold it in my hand and rub the eagle. Kind of like a worry stone type thing that they have. But I've had that thing in my pocket forever. Denny and I used to go to a coin store in San Diego called Ye Old Coin Shop. OLDE. I don't think it's there anymore. It was on El Cajon Boulevard. And before we got married, we used to go in there all the time, and we both were coin collectors at the time. I would always go in and bring my nephews and nieces in there, and I'd buy them coins every once in a while. Every couple weeks I'd take one of them in there, or every Thursday basically I went in there. So that's when I got paid. And I'd take one of the kids in there and I'd buy them a coin, an old coin, because they started having coin collections of their own. So I started trying to get them some really nice coins. And there were a couple of guys in there, John and Art, and there was another John, I think it was, younger John. And young John always helped me for some reason. He always, whenever I came in, he'd come right to me and help me. And he loved that I brought the kids in. He was probably the same age as I was at the time. This was 32 years ago, so he was probably in his 20s. Maybe he was a little older. But when he found out that I was bringing the kids in, he loved that. And so he would give me just deals on anything that I bought when I had the kids with me. So anytime I wanted to buy something, I'd make sure I brought the kids in with me, and he'd, buy them something. So he'd put it all together and just give me these wildly fantastic prices. He was a good guy, just a good guy. All the guys in there were awesome. I also carry this old, I believe it's a 1964, I'd have to redate it. It's either 64 or 69 Zippo lighter. It is just worn down and beat up, and I've had this for 30 years as well. And it's a pipe lighter. I put a pipe insert in it. And when I saw this, it was fairly worn when I first got it. It's just really completely worn now. But I usually have this in my pocket. This one or my this other one here that has my likeness on it that I got from Zippo Fanatic 77. On the back it has a pipe and a lantern. And he made that for me. And that's a 2004. That one. So it's either one of those two that I carry with me all the time. Sometimes it's both. And then I carry this hand-forged pipe tool. This was made by Pastor Woody up in Alaska. When I went up there and visited up there, he made this for me. And God's Side of the Fire, I think, is the name was his YouTube channel. I don't know if he's still doing that or not, to tell you the truth. But he forged that. That was the very first thing he ever forged, and he forged that for me. So that meant a lot to me, and I've kept that, and I carry that with me. Can also make a nice little weapon if I ever need it. And then I usually also have this Xikar Old Boy in my pocket. That's what I carry with me all the time. Sometimes it'll just be one lighter. Depends whether if I'm outside, it's the Zippo. If I'm gonna be out here, I'll often have this one. Usually I have both of them in my pocket. But Charlie Knott got me a couple of these clipper lighters, which I've seen several of you guys using. And I really like these. These are nice. I had just bought, the day before our get-together, I had bought a little Scripto, short Scripto, to use for lighting the barbecue and for lighting my lanterns. They work great for lighting the lanterns. But lately I've been using this one. And Charlie gave me 2 of these when he came to visit. That's why I carry them in my pockets. I don't tend to carry these kind in my pocket with the longer thing because I've had one of these before. I don't know if it was a Scripto or a Bic or what, but I busted that off in my pocket one time, and so I don't usually keep those in my pocket. I'm a metal guy. I like to have metal stuff in my pockets. And then, of course, the silver dollar is usually always in my pocket. There used to be an older gentleman that would come into where I was working, and one day I was talking to him, and I pulled I had my hands in my pockets, and I was talking to him, and I pulled my hand out, and I was just kind of rubbing this. He goes, "What you got in your hand there?" And I said, "That's an old peace dollar." He goes, "I got one just like it." And he pulled his out. And he said, I've had this one with me since before World War II. He said, this one went to World War II with me, and I came home with it, and it's been my lucky coin ever since. He goes, it's been in my pocket ever since. And that coin it looked like a silver slug. There was nothing. They call them low balls, that they've just been so worn. You could not see anything on the back of the coin whatsoever. All of this that's on here was gone. Everything was just completely, it was smooth as just polished metal. I mean, it was just smooth. There was no edge around the coin at all. It was just smooth, over, gone. And then you could barely make out Liberty's head on the front. You could just barely make it out. It looked almost like a slug. It was just so smooth. And he said, I've had that with me for, at that point it was 50 some years, 60 years that he'd been carrying that in his pocket. And he said, it's just worn smooth. And he said, I used to do a lot of rubbing on my coin too when I'd get nervous, and said especially during World War II. He said I did a lot of rubbing on that coin in World War II because it reminded me of home. It was a little piece of home. And I just thought that was the coolest looking coin, even though you couldn't tell a thing about it. And surprisingly, those coins, they're called low balls, are oftentimes worth more than the coins in really good condition because they're so rare that they were circulated and had been held in pockets and exchanged hands, and people pay a premium for a completely smooth side on a coin. I was looking on eBay. There are several coin shops that sell stuff on eBay, and as I was thinking about this video last night, I went on and I was looking at the low balls, and there's, most of them are like $49, something like that, and you can still see everything on those. But this one that was on there, it had no back on it at all. It was just smooth, just like the one he had. And it's going for, they want $89 for it, which seems crazy to me. But I mean, I can understand that there's a rarity to it, and it's, that it has the story behind them being that they've changed hands so much and been in pockets, and that they've just been worn completely smooth. So I kind of get that part of it, but unless you're collecting low balls, that's your collection, or maybe guys just like having a low ball in their collection. Maybe that's what it is. And there's so few that when they see one, they'll pay extra for it to get it. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind having one that was completely smooth on that side. And I was looking at them and I'm like, nah, $89, I just can't pull the trigger on that one. I'm sorry. So yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, Monday. I was taking the barbecues back into the backyard because I had brought them out here into the front for the get together. So I let them cool off overnight. Last night I was taking them back into the backyard. And I had just gone through the gate here in the front, and Denny and McKinley pulled up. And just as they pulled up, I was pulling the barbecue behind me. And apparently, I don't even know what exactly happened, to tell you the truth, but apparently the leg on the barbecue caught my foot, and when I lifted my foot to step forward, it lifted the barbecue up and tipped it backwards. And me, not being the smartest guy in the world, I held on to the barbecue, trying to keep it from tipping over. Next thing I knew, I was in free fall. No way to control my fall at all. And I landed flat on my back, right in front of Denny and McKinley. So as I'm rolling over, kind of trying to feel, okay, how bad is my back? Luckily, my back didn't get hurt that bad from it at all. And but my neck was stiff. Oh man, was my neck stiff. I probably had whiplash or something from the way I hit. My little finger, I did something to that. I don't know what I did to that. Probably trying to break my fall or something. Denny and McKinley come running through the gate. Are you okay? Are you okay? What happened? Denny thought I had another seizure. She goes, did you have a seizure? Did you have a seizure? Because you just fell like you had no control over what was going on. I said, well, I didn't have any control. Once I started falling, I have no balance, no sense of balance. And once I started falling, I was going to fall, and I didn't let go of the barbecue, which was stupid, because I didn't want the barbecue to get beat up. So I wound up just free falling and landing just flat on my back, and I really thought I'm not going to be able to move for a couple days as I'm laying there. So I kind of roll over on my side, trying to feel things out as I'm getting up. And McKinley says, you got up so quick. And I go, well, yeah, because I look like an idiot. Right when you guys were pulling up, you guys saw the whole dang thing. We were just sitting in the car going, what the hell just happened? See, I was saying the same thing as I was going down. What the hell is happening? It's just a beautiful day, just a gorgeous day. It's about 81 degrees right now. It's supposed to get up to 85, so probably about 4 o'clock it'll be 85 degrees here. It was about 81 when I came out here to the garage, so it's feeling like it's warming up. Anyway, that's what's been going on. I wanted to just tell the story of the stuff in my pocket. Everything has a story, you know. The only thing that really doesn't have a cool story is this. And I bought that myself and gave it to myself. But everything else is either really old or has a story behind it as to why I carry it. So anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. God bless y'all. Take care. And I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.